Alright, so hopefully you've just quickly read through the article and you've got a bit of an understanding of what I mean when I say that Blink 182 and Tom often writes these riffs where it's got like a constant which runs all the way throughout the riff, okay? So if you look at the tab, the first example I'm going to give you is What's My Age Again, alright? And that just sounds like this basically. Okay, and again if you look at the tab and watch my fingers, you can see hopefully that the constant in this riff is the 211 frets, yeah, on strings 2 and 3, this part. Okay, that's going to be like the constant because all we're doing with our index finger is moving to a different note each time, the final time just reaching over with our middle finger. So listen for the... Okay, so hopefully you can hear the constant there. And like I said in the article, all he's doing to give it a different sound each time is changing the root note. Like that, okay? So that's the first riff there then. And the next riff we've got then is just going to be Anthem Part 2 from Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. If you look at the tab, I've marked down the constant as being fret 1 string 2, and if I get really close so you can see, so that's right in there then. So this note, okay, and in this particular riff all it's going to be doing is playing a note and then coming back to that constant and then alternating between a different note and the constant, okay? So that's going to give it that sort of nice easy sounding kind of feel. So okay, so again, that was a constant there then for you. Next up we looked at Damn It, and the constant in this case is going to be the 002, so the... Okay, so the riff goes do 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 do, like that, and again the constant is the... So, that's the root note, then it changes to... And then finally, so, constant... constant. Okay, so you're getting the picture. Okay, and the only time the constant does change is the very last time when he sort of plays it in reverse, okay? So once again, that's like another example of how Tom uses these constant kind of notes. And they're not particularly difficult patterns, like as you saw in the Anthem Part 2 song. That's just one note, that's a constant. And all he's doing is playing these different notes with it, which gives it a completely different feel each time you play it, okay? And because it's got a constant sort of note or riff, that's what gives it its like catchy feel, okay? That's why the songs are so memorable, okay? Just because they've got these sort of catchy little riffs that they keep coming back to, okay? So that was Anthem Part 2, and then I've just played Damn It. Next up then, what we can have a look at is Dumpweed. It's going to be the exact same kind of thing. I think the constant this time is going to be this kind of thing. Okay, do-da-diddle-oo. And then all that's happening is around that he's going to be playing various kind of different bass notes, like kind of root notes, and that's what's going to give it its different feel, okay? So if you look at the tab and just listen to this, and try and listen out for the... Okay, we're going to play the riff 4 times, and you'll keep hearing that, okay? So each time it's going to be different root notes, but that is always the same, so... Okay, so hopefully they heard it there then. And it doesn't just do this sort of method and technique of writing these riffs on just single notes either, just single riffs. Because if you look at the tab now, I've just got the song Not Now, okay? And what it does here is playing some octave shapes, but if you look at the tab, all throughout that, his ring finger is always going to stay on fret 7, string number 3, okay? And that's just going to sound like this. Okay, something like that. So again, you could see that one of my fingers was staying there the entire time, and it's just okay, changing the root note each time, and it gives it a completely different feel. Alright, so once again, you know, that's just hopefully showed you there, you know, how he does this little technique of keeping like a constant going all throughout these riffs. Okay, and like I said, that's what makes these riffs so catchy. Alright,